Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review. Today I'll be going over the Citizen Eco Drive. It's the Promaster SST, and it's the stainless steel version. It also comes available in titanium. And I'm going to say the reason they did that is because the stainless steel version is very, very heavy. And of course it comes with the standard green cardboard box and the green Citizen cylinder and some instructions here. And they give you a CD with the instructions, give you an actual instruction booklet, and a little Eco Drive starting guide. Kind of give you a familiarity with the Eco Drive system. Eco Drive, for those that are not familiar with it, is a system where it's basically creating a solar battery. So I've been using these for years, haven't had one die on me yet, and very accurate quartz watches, just boot. And here's the watch. It's a very large watch, and normally I don't do this on my reviews, but I'm going to give you an example of how large it is. I'm giving you a little tape measure here. The watch itself, from crown to side, is about 54 millimeters, or 2¼ inches. Now, the reason it doesn't stand out as being as big of a watch as it actually is because the bezel is only about 44 millimeters, and that's pretty much what stands out on the watch. So as large as it is, it doesn't wear ridiculously large, if that makes any sense. It's an analog digital, and with the analog face, it's got a nice, almost like a dashboard layout. It's got a very clear, very precise liquid crystal display. Displays the day of the week, of course, the month and day, and the year. And it's got some pretty interesting modes. It's a very precise timer. It's got 1/1000th of a second on the countdown. And I'm just going to give you a heads up. This is more of a racing watch. I am not a car racer. I'm not a NASCAR fan, so when it comes to those features, I'm not as familiar with what they do as others might be, but at least if I can give you a little rundown. So you got the first one, which is a stopwatch, and it's got the split time, of course. And you have a racing timer. And the racing timer is interesting. From going through the instruction manual, you can actually figure out a course. So if you pull out one click on the crown, you go for yes for checking out the distance. You hold on to the menu button or the mode button for 2 seconds, and you can actually tell it how long the course is. So this way you can actually average out how fast you're going per mile. And it's so precise you can actually break it down to tenths of a mile. Very precise. And then it's set. And just going on the racing, if you look at the top over here, you'll see the wheel turn in the middle for tenths of a second. And then the nice thing about it is, like I said, it goes from tenths of a second. The screen actually lets you know to a thousandth of a second. And of course you can split time on these with laps. So it's an interesting one. And then the next screen tells you your averages. It tells you your fastest, your average, and the slowest. Then the next mode, you have world time. And if you wanted to switch between times, you just pull it out one notch and it tells you parts of the world, the times that are going on. And then you click it back in and you're set. You have an alarm, and it tells you on the display what time the alarm goes if it's on, and you can actually set the alarm by world time as well. And then you have a countdown timer. And it gives you a nice audible beep when the timer's up. So that's the Citizen SST. It's not ridiculously thick. The crown has multi-functions, and simple push button open. And just to give you an example of the size, so it's not ridiculously large. It's very heavy. It's as heavy as the Marine Master. My Marine Master is actually out for service right now, otherwise I would give you a size comparison. But it doesn't look ridiculously large. So that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologize if I couldn't give you as many details on the racing timers as I would have liked. It might be worth it to maybe look those up one day. But and it's a nice smooth bezel as far as the turning. And again, these go for specific types of functions that, once again, I apologize, but I'm not too familiar with them. But definitely something to learn about. So again, thank you for checking out my review. If you were looking to just get a little more information on this watch, I'm happy to offer it. Thanks so much.